The story of Jesus' birth doesn't begin in a stable in Bethlehem. It begins with a promise. A promise spoken centuries earlier through the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah's words carried a certainty that stretched across time. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God with us. A child would come, not just any child, but one who would bring the presence of God into the world. His arrival would mark the fulfillment of a plan woven into history by the hands of God Himself. The people of Israel held on to this promise through generations. They passed it down through families, whispered it in times of trouble, and clung to it with hope. A Savior was coming, born of a virgin, and He would dwell among them. He would bring light to the darkness and restore what was broken. Imagine that night when Isaiah spoke these words. The world around him was uncertain, yet God's promise was firm. In the quiet of that moment, a spark of hope was lit. A spark that would one day shine brightly in Bethlehem. The story of Christmas begins with this promise. God would come to us. He would step into our lives in the most miraculous way. And in a tiny town, through a humble woman, the prophecy would soon come to life. The promise of a Savior had been spoken, and now the world was waiting. But who would God choose to carry such a miracle? Tomorrow we'll meet a young woman named Mary, whose life was about to change forever.